Okay, so I'm trying to use this popcorn ceiling scraper by Homax. You can buy it at Home Depot for 30 bucks or something. And I can tell you that most of the time this thing is useless. Right, so I've ended up cleaning this entire surface here of the living room and the kitchen with a normal scraper for the tiles, like this guy here. It's a messy job, so if you are not worried about messing up floors and if you're changing them anyways, like in my case, you can afford that. But if you are in a constrained environment with the furniture around and trying to remove the ceiling, then you definitely should be very careful with this thing if you want to do it yourself. One of the main issues is that the bag you attach gets heavy quickly. From just a square foot of the popcorn ceiling, you get about a pound of weight in the bag. So that definitely creates a strain on your arm. Another issue here is a stick. So this handle allows usage of the stick, and supposedly it should make your life easier because then you can stand from the floor and try to use it. The issue I found with that is the handle that they made, it's too thin. So because of the weight of the bag and your constant pushing force towards it, it tends to bend around here. So after a couple of scrapes, it bends to 45 degrees and becomes unusable. So you have to put it down, straighten it with your foot, and God knows how many straightenings it will actually survive. And that's the main issue with it. It's not user-friendly. So in terms of the garbage around, it helps to collect most of it, like 85%. The rest still goes on the floor, so you still have to cover your walls, you still have to cover your floors around it, and really it doesn't make that much of a help in any case, because if you clean your floor, it doesn't matter if you clean the entire pile of the popcorn ceiling leftovers or just a portion of it. It takes equal amount of work. And this is how it assembles. You feed the bag through, and the tool comes with clips, plastic clips, that you sometimes end up losing in the garbage. So it's not very user-friendly either here. They could have made this frame wider, but I guess they saved on the metal. Okay. So, and then you use the plastic clips. You get 5 of them in a set. I usually put one in the middle. I definitely don't recommend this tool for large projects. Maybe around a small conduit would work, and it does some job for me, 50% of what it's supposed to do, and the rest is really not up to the tool. It's up to your skills and your will to actually sacrifice your time in it, constantly emptying the bag. Okay, that's your tool. It's ready and good to go. First thing you have to do before you remove popcorn ceiling, first you have to check if it's painted or unpainted. If it's painted, then it's a pain in the bag. If it's unpainted, in my case, it's very easy to remove. You have to wet it with a spray, thoroughly. Do it a couple of times for the entire area you're removing, and let it sit for like maybe 10-15 minutes, and then you can test it. See? It became a mud. Now it will be easy to remove. Ensure that the floor area is covered if you don't have the privilege of wasting your floors. And that's it. So as long as it's wet, it will go like a butter. If it's painted, you would have to dissolve the paint first and then go with the same method, and it would take a bit more time. Ensure that you're wearing eye protection and a mask, And if you're working in an old building, something from before 2000s or 1995, so the older it is, the more risk you have of having asbestos in it. So if you have asbestos, then you would have to use a different mask for it because it's cancerous and you don't want to be removing it yourself. My building is only 10 years old, so it's safe to remove. And whenever you're ready to start, just as you would normally do it with a normal scraper, just dig into it, right? So, and you go with it. That's it. So part of it is removed. It's in a bag, so it does most of the job. There is still some debris on the floor, but most of it is here. Like 85–90% is here. So best way to do it is long motion strokes. That way you get even scrapes. So in areas like this, they were trying to patch the uneven surface. So this is not popcorn, this is spattle. So you would need to wet it again and go for a second round with the scraper and just scrape it off. That's it. Well, keep working. We decided to use a stick. That's how it's done. That's the issue with it, right? So now it's straight, the way it's supposed to be, because when you're removing it, you want to be as flat to the surface as possible. So let's see what happens here. Right, so it works for now, but keep watching. The more dirt you collect, the faster it starts to sink. So few scrapes and you already see that it started to bend because of the constant weight of the bag. And it basically forces you to empty it every couple of scrapes. I've done only like probably, was it like 4 square feet in here of the ceiling. The bag is full already. And it starts to create tension on the scraper and it bends it. So I personally advise, get a ladder and go with your hand straight to the ceiling. So yeah, this thing, be careful with it. I don't recommend to use it, but if you're doing it yourself and if you don't mind to ruin your floors, then it definitely might help you. But you have to use a ladder and use it yourself like a scraper at the very top. There's no other way around. It doesn't work well with a stick. Thank you. It was Homax popcorn ceiling removal tool from Home Depot.
And as promised before, at 100 subscriber mark we'll get a draw for Lenovo Smart Clock with Google Assistant. Awesome thing, I had a review about it, check it out. And at mark of 200 subscribers, I'm giving away Stadia controller. This is a Wasabi version. This is just a controller, doesn't come with the account. So at 200 subscribers, this guy is flying out to one of you worldwide. Okay, and I made a review about this guy back in November when it just came out, during the official release by Stadia. So all you have to do to be eligible for the draw is to subscribe, like the video you're watching or any of the other videos, comment something, anything really, like if you like the video, any suggestions, etc. And if you can share, would be awesome. Otherwise, just stay tuned. As soon as we get those subscribers in place, I'll pull a draw. Otherwise, thank you for watching and talk to you soon.